Morning.
Morning, mate. How's it going?
Yeah, good day.
Yeah, good. Thanks. Sorry about that. I was waiting for my computer to load up for the last 25 minutes.
No stress. Just getting a shower and having breakfast and that, so it's good.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
Yeah.
Did you take those pound yen sales or?
Because like I went to walk my dog and come back and saw,
Oh,
but
fair
at the
enough.
same time, I was like, at some point at 4 hours, got to make a top wick, and it was like, yeah, it was. They looked alright, but not the best. If
That wasn't the best. I give you that. But from a 4-hour perspective, it was the exact same situation
it
as
makes sense.
over
Yeah,
here.
yeah, I know.
Because we made a higher high, fair enough, but we made this lower resistance on the 4-hour, and then I think from a push down perspective, we had this move down to daily support. 4-hour, you look left and you say, okay, well, yeah, we should tap the zone. It was pretty simple. The only issue I had was this 1-hour candle closed in a very awkward sort of candle.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't. It could have been a couple pips lower. It would have been nice.
Yeah, or even if it had a top wick, would have been nicer. Because if you took it, yeah, it would have made sense. But you'd have had to have put your stop loss above the previous 1-hour candle.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
To be
did
fair,
well.
what was I going to say? I don't even know. I forgot.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
That's alright. I'll have to think about it.
Yeah,
I'll
I
get
mean, as well on the 30-minute, it was like we closed below, closed back above, and then.
back. Back below. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was actually looking at that on the 30. Yeah, I was looking at this when it happened. But yeah, I didn't take it either.
No. That's where, if you saw that coming to a close, you'd have to look at the 1-hour and be like, oh, well, the 1-hour is actually respecting that area, so maybe we are going to continue moving bearish. Because I suppose if you entered in, let's say here, at least if you had some problems at this minor support, you would manage it, but you kind of did, didn't you? On that next yes, and
it stops at break even. You would never got stopped, and you eventually hit 20-25 pips.
Yeah, I woke up a bit later today because obviously it's a Friday, and then
I was gonna say, if I was at my desk, when I saw the 1 hour close, maybe I'd have been on it. But I saw it at 5 past, and I already started pushing down. I was like,
yeah.
But I'm gonna journal it anyway.
Yeah, I think it's a good shout.
Yeah, that 151, 300, 350 level is pretty strong. I think we should respect that now. It's strange though, on the daily, it's it broke above on Wednesday, then yesterday's candle done a rejection.
Yeah. We might just, to be honest with you, we'll have to see how. Obviously, I was talking about the weekly. I think Friday was just basically going to range based on the fact that we've already wicked down and wicked up.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're going to close like a doji maybe on the weekly.
Yeah.
And then
the one week that you try and swing it.
I think that's right. I'll just keep holding it. Should be alright.
Yeah. I had someone sign up to the private group this morning.
Decent.
Yeah, but I need to work out how to get in contact with him to get him on board. Okay. Just caught this trade low, made a quick 600. Nice. Yeah, I was asleep. It's Friday. my intention was, you know, if I came to the charts like after 7 and then there was something, then I would maybe execute. But I was also just looking at gold, but I actually just missed that, waiting for the computer. Potential buy on this 15-minute candle to retest the highs. You go on the 5-minute time frame, you clearly see a higher level of support that's been created. So you can see we made a support formed over here. Then if you waited, this is your 15-minute candle closure here, and then you can see how we're creating a high level support. I mean, you would just basically want to keep your stop loss below this level here and then anticipate that move up to this resistance level. So it was pretty nice move, but yeah, literally just missed it. Probably wasn't the best, but I think based off the 15-minute, it would have made more sense keeping your stop loss down over here. Nice wick to fill. And then pound yen, obviously we discussed good pound yen sells were probably on this 30-minute close or the 1 hour close. Yeah, probably the 1 hour close was your entry for GJ to continue moving bearish. I'd say good buys on pound yen are going to be above 151.800. That's going to be a good. I think that's going to be a good opportunity to take pound yen buys. Maybe like the New York session or something like that. That may come. Okay, gold buys looking alright. Yeah, literally just missed that. Literally just missed that opportunity. Look into this chart, brother. Okay, let's take a look at your chart. Yeah, sorry about being late, guys. I was waiting for the computer to update. It literally had like it should have had like 5 minutes left. But it took a little bit longer, and then I just thought, oh, I might as well go make a drink or something and just wait for the cabin to warm up a little bit. Oh, what have I done? Right, there we go. So it says GU. Looking for buys above this area and then sells below this area. Yeah, looks good. Yeah, looks good. I think it's pretty good. So yeah, seems like gold created a support in the Asian session and then broke above the highs at 1737. There was another good opportunity on gold over here when we got that close above at like 6 AM. Yeah, for the 6 AM candle to continue moving bullish. See, this is where I'd also wanted to take in a buy somewhere over here, but I was asleep at that point. But that would have been a nice candle to take a buy right over here. This candle here was a perfect opportunity to take a buy. You can clearly see that we had resistance here. We made a higher level of resistance. We had support formed, and then we made that slightly higher level of support. 15-minute candle closed above the previous 15-minute candle right over here. You can take buys there, stops below this level, and there's your one-to-one target, and then let it run and run, see if we can hit next level of resistance. Easy work. Well, that would have been a great opportunity to take a buy on gold. Hopefully we can get something simple later on, but I'm not expecting anything right now. What do you think of buy stops at 1744 for gold? I think if you're gonna, I think it's gonna need to be higher than that. I think it's gonna need to be some sort of buy above 1745, because there's a previous support level. If I go to my higher time frames, that's also above that daily resistance area. So I'd want to buy above here to say that we're going to fill the wick. I don't want to be buying below that level, right? If you look at the daily, it seems like we could move up to fill the wick, but we need to surpass this level. Let's take a look on the 4 hour. 4 hours moving up, but then again, like, we're not sure whether we're gonna continue this move up to cleanly correct that move. Looking on the 1 hour, yeah, I mean, we have this level here, right? So I think a support formed above 1745 would give you some opportunity. So I would wait for that personally, because we may reject this area and then start to come down at that point. So I would say above that area is going to be much better, above 1745. That's what I would say. And pound yen, I would say that good buys are going to be above 151.800 for price to continue moving up. It's like a 23 pip range. Yeah, or if GJ pulls back to 151.600 to create some support, that would also make sense too. Because then, yeah, anywhere, if we create some support within this range, then I'm anticipating partially some of this to get kind of like corrected. Because we clearly tried to create some resistance here to move down, we tapped into support. So this was something that I was going to discuss with you guys, and actually probably something that might have put us off that trade, Kelsey, although it made sense. The other thing I would say is right now, what's clearly evident on pound yen is we have this let's just say this is an overall range, we have this mid-range support level here, right? So basically, if you take a look at what kind of happened, so this all started when we had this resistance formed, turn support, right? We can see we pull back to this area to create a lower, a deeper level of support. We tried to create some support here again, broke down, came back above, created support here again, right? Tapped into this area multiple times, and now you can see that we actually are rejecting this area on the 4 hour time frame again, right? This whole vicinity, this whole liquidity zone, you can clearly see that we are rejecting this area again over here. So if we do start to move up, then we could fill these wicks on the 4 hour. But once we're above that, then we should head right back up to like 151.950 at that point, based on the 4 hour time frame. However, like I was saying earlier, we could just range because it's a Friday and lack of volume. We're just bouncing off support, but we'll see. I mean, we have. So what time is the Bank of? What time is the Bank of? Have they done it? Oh, it happened at 3:39 a.m. Okay, they did it. They did the bank rate. It stayed the same. So yeah, nothing really different with the Japanese interest rates or JPY interest rates. But yeah. Good morning, traders. Hey, you looking at gold today? I'm looking at potential gold buys above 1745, but we'll see. I don't particularly want to be. Yeah, I mean, I didn't have the intention to like trade today, you know. But we'll see. If I'm gonna take a trade, it's gonna be above 1745 because of that area to the left-hand side, and then we have this nice clean candle to the left. But I want to see some form of support formed above that area. It's like a 30 pip range. We'll need to see. But yeah, I mean, if I was gonna be in buys, it would have been over here, and I missed the opportunity. I'm waiting for the computer to load up, but that's how it goes. Nice 40 pip move down gold. So pound yen kind of like pulling back a little bit. I hope you caught that break of the 1 hour. Saw the rejection, got my 10 pips for Friday. No, well, I didn't. I wasn't on my computer. I was doing an update, so I missed this whole situation on pound yen. But yeah, it's okay. I never came into today like, oh yeah, I want to take a trade. You know, I just kept it nice and simple. But yeah, like I said, this would have been a good opportunity on gold right over here as well. So yeah, we'll have to see how gold sets up. But right now it's at a key level. Let's remove this. It's at a key level. We would need a close above that area. But I don't really just want to see one close above, because that's not quite enough on gold. You know, I'd want to see some form of high made above that level, some form of support formed, and then look to test that with market structure. Pound yen looks like it may be doing some form of retest to continue moving bullish. Check GU buys. I'm not gonna check GU buys. If you want to, actually, you know what? It's a Friday. It's a Friday. I'll check it. All right, that's fine. Today is the one-off day. On Fridays, if people say, "Can you have a look at this?" I will take a look, but only on Fridays. I ain't having that during the week. So GU, I think. Are you in buys or are you looking for buys? What's the deal? 4 hour. The issue you have is you're at a resistance right now. I think if you was taking buys, it needed to have been probably nearer the start of the session. Yeah, because you're coming up to this area of issue on GU. So I think if you're looking for buys, it's probably going to be better above that level, and then you have this clean range. Right, so if you take a buy above here with some form of support, that's going to give you like a 28, 27 pip range at that point. So that's probably going to give you the best option to take a buy. Otherwise, you probably should have been in buys from around 6:30, 7 a.m. from this area here, right? You got that close above that area. Obviously, this is a bad range, but you would want to expect that to kind of break with volume and then continue moving up. These were some targets, but now you're at another problem area, so it's a bit difficult to buy GU right now. Gold's trying to move up above that area is good. Looking for buys, send you that chat, mate. Okay, you're looking for buys. Yeah, understand. Yeah, probably going to be better above that area at this point. Doesn't make sense to take a buy here because you could see some rejection. But gold's moving up nicely above that area, so we're going to take a look, see what happens here. See if we can get a move up, some form of pullback, support. Maybe give gold buys a go, but I'll have to wait and see. Because I missed my prime opportunity, right? So now I don't want to be dragged into trying to look for a re. You know what I mean? If you miss the move, you miss the move. That's how it works. No Salim this morning, Kelsey.
Yeah, it seems that way.
He must have got a late night.
Yeah. Well, he's just catching up from the rest of the week.
Yeah. Imagine I'm getting my first payout from YouTube coming in this week.
Decent.
Yeah, I've earned £60.
It's alright.
For about 6 months worth of live streaming.
Yeah, I suppose, but like it will keep increasing slowly, surely.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like I mean, that money's only like you know, that just it's no what's the word? Yeah, it doesn't. It's not like
Life changing.
Yeah, it ain't life changing. It's not very influential or whatever the word is, but I mean, yeah, it's another 60 quid in the pocket for not really. Yeah, I mean, that's it really. Yeah, but at least I've earned some money for doing it. Otherwise, it'd be like. It would seem a little bit like not worth your time, because it's only really worth your time when you start getting a big audience, big amount of followers and whatnot. But I don't really do it for that anyway.
Is that monthly you get paid?
I think you get paid monthly, but like it's taking me this many months to get my first payout. So they say like you need to hit so basically I had to hit £60 to get my first payout. So that means I have to wait till I get to £60 again. So I might not get, I might only get like another, it might be like another 4 or 5 months before I get that. But I'm going to receive my first one. I'm just waiting for like verification of the account. They're gonna send it to me. But it's good. Just thought I'd let you know. So yeah, just gonna maybe look at gold here today. I think pound yen, maybe not gonna do too much, but gold, I think gold still has some potential for the upside, because we are coming up to this daily resistance, and if we do break it, we're heading up to 1755, especially as we head up to the New York session at this point. Maybe we can actually come up and fill the wick at 1760. Very, 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 very might be able to. Yeah, we'll see. We still got nice bullish market structure. So I'm just focusing on the time frames and let's wait to see what happens. Pound yen slowly trying to move up. Like I said, good buys above pound yen will be above 151.800. That's going to be a good opportunity for pound yen to continue moving bullish. Okay, can you please explain how GU buys would have worked out above 1.39230 as in left it is consolidation? Okay, let's take a look. What price is that? 1.39230. 39230. Oh, over here. Okay, yeah, so basically first of all let's take a look at the time, right? This candle closed above that area at 7 a.m. so from 6:30 to 7 a.m. that 30-minute candle closed back above that area, right? Now this was a previous level of support, right? Now yes, this is a range 100%. If you measure this range, this is a 7-8 pip range. Now yes, from a buying perspective, some people are going to argue it's not the best range to look for a buy tool, is it? However, at the same time, you're looking at the time and you're saying, okay, we're coming into volume time at 7 a.m. So if I'm getting a close above coming into 7 a.m., it probably makes sense that we're maybe going to get some volume to break through this level and then continue this move up to maybe the next resistance. As you look on the higher time frames, these are just wick rejections, and as you look, you can see how the 1 hour candle also closed like that. If you base the trade off the 1 hour candle over here, then you would have had a lot more leeway to say, okay, well, I'll see if we start rejecting here, I'll see if we start having some issues, but if we don't, then I'm targeting the highs up over there, right? So now as we dissect this information and we go to the smaller time frames, like maybe like even the 5 minute, we can see what kind of happens. So 5 minute creates some support to move up, But overall, it all began when the 30-minute candle closed above. So I think my approach to that would have been to execute, keep stops probably below the 1 hour situation, give it a little bit of room, because then if you see a candle tap into this area and then start to go bearish, right, then you close the trade at that point. You don't want anything to do with that. But since this candle here tapped into this resistance, right, this level of consolidation, pulled back but still closed above, would tell me that volume could break us through. That's something I always look at. Have we tapped into that area? Look at the market structure. We're clearly rejecting the downside. We're clearly making high levels of support here, right? We're clearly making higher levels of support. We're closing above a key level. We're breaking above resistance. You can clearly see the market structure is bullish, right? Or what you could do is take it as we break this high, because now you want to say, okay, I want to anticipate this range, this crappy range to break, and if we close back in the range, I close my trade. If we stay above that range, I hold my trade, and then that's how you could run that up to there. That's also something you can do. It's a little bit more impulsive, but it allows you to say, okay, if I see candles start to do this, where they come above and then close below on the 15-minute, maybe on the 5, then you have an opportunity to close the trade early or even take some risk off. But there's no really easy way of doing that. That's just how it has to be done. Otherwise, you would completely miss this move, because then you would say, I want to buy above that consolidation and wait for a buy above that consolidation, and that never came. So you have to say, okay, how could I have caught that move only here? Unless you go to the 5-minute, but then again, you know, where you're going to get in on the 5-minute, maybe on the retest over here. You could have waited for this 5-minute to close above, get in on the retest, stops below here. That maybe would have made sense to continue moving up. You could argue that. However, again, is that going to give you a consistent approach in the future? I don't know. You have to go and look at that for yourself. But effectively, you know, like I say, let's say you took the impulsive buy as we broke the 15-minute high, which is over here. Notice how we would never have come back to your entry. So you moved into profits. You see the 5-minute closing above, and now you say, okay, well, as long as I see 5-minute candles respecting this area, we should continue moving bullish. If I get a 5-minute candle that closes back in the range, maybe I can take some risk off. Or what I'm going to do is to wait to see if we could do a candle like this, right? If you see a 5-minute candle closing back in the range, you see the next one wick up first and then start coming down to do this, then you want to be closing out probably somewhere around there, right? But sometimes what's going to happen is you're going to get a 5-minute candle close back in the range, and then the next one's going to come right back above it like this, and then you're going to see the continuation of the move. So plenty of, you know, it's one of those sort of trades. It's not the best setup, but it's one of those that a little bit of intuition, a little bit of you know, you have to, like, anticipation can get you through that. So let's see about gold over here. Thought I removed that line. So see, gold like tried to come above, and now it's like pulling back to this area. So we do have a support form right over here as well now on gold. So this is a support at 174500. So we'll see what happens. May need to like pull back to that area, pull back to this area. We'll see. Okay, congratulations on the slow grind to 100k subscribers. Yeah, that's gonna take a while, man. We're nearly at 2k though. Nearly there. A couple hundred more. Okay, Was in this gold buy from below, waiting to load this trade up if we close above that 1745 area to move up to. Yeah, I was looking at that as well. You're in this gold buy? Okay. Yeah, I'm waiting for potential buys above 1745. GJ buys above 151, 850 could be better with that clean candle to the left up to 152. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I mean, this whole area is fine, like, because this was a weak support and we had this move down. This also created resistance there more recently in our Asian session. So that's why I'm thinking, you know, above that 151, 800 level is going to give you options. But gold right now is rejecting 1745 at the moment, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. You know, and if we create some resistance here, then I'm worried that we're going to start coming back down again on gold. Because look at the structure, right? This is a resistance, and if we make a lower resistance over here, understand your market structure, if we did break down below this support, then we can correct this move up. Right, let's see how many subscribers we got. Well, I got. We've hit 1.64. That's pretty good. 1.64 is pretty good. Yeah, looks like gold might be rejecting that area. So we're back at this 5-minute support area here, so we have to see how we'll react. Hey mate, where are you from? I'm from London, mate. I'm from London. Where are you from? Right. So did anyone catch those GJ sales this morning? Anybody in the YouTube catch those sales? I think it was like a yeah, about a 17-16 pip move. GJ 30-minute close like a weak bearish candle. Maybe it's gonna pull back to like 151, 600 and form some support. That would be pretty good. Okay. On the daily time frame, GJ is consolidating, so this consolidation might go on for a while. Potentially. I mean, we've tapped into this area now. We've tapped into the support now. We've seen like the daily now is flip bullish. So I mean, if we do, if we are gonna go anywhere, then I mean we could head up back up to 151,900 as a like a fair target for a Friday, right? But you're right. I mean, I was looking at the weekly, and if you look at the weekly just like a nothing candle, right? It's wick down, it's made a top wick, we haven't really gone anywhere. So I mean, it would need, yeah, it's one of those ones, like it's probably gonna be no volume, but at least we can still like get somewhere. I think from a 4-hour perspective and MY session overlap, I think we could see volume maybe head up to like 150, yeah, 151, 900, 970, somewhere over there is gonna be a fair target for GJ to continue. But if not, it may just consolidate, like you say. Hi, good afternoon. Just join your stream. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. So looks like gold is rejecting at this point. Gold rejected 1745. Now coming back to the support area. So I have to see how we react at this support at this point. Can you go Any trades taken? So if so, can you go through for my learning? I haven't taken any trades right now, but if you want to talk through where I would have entered, the first entry would have been on gold. I mean, the very original entry I would have liked would have been here, but I was sleeping. So reason being, I spoke about this, but we'll talk about this in a sec. Oh, morning Salim. Sorry, mate. Didn't see that. Okay, so let me discuss the entry on gold. So if you look, we had a resistance formed over here, right? And then we had a higher level of resistance. Yes, we're in a range, but effectively, market structure would tell you that this would be a good opportunity to buy. So you see market structure is bullish. You can see a support formed. You can see how we had support formed over here. So making high level support. And then we make, again, a higher level support with this 15-minute candle closing above this area. So good buys could have been over here, stop below this level, and then you're looking at the retest of this resistance. Runner would have ran at that point, right? You could also re-enter the position, because once we'd actually broken out, we had a clean range up to the next resistance, which would have been somewhere over here. That's also your 30-minute candle closure. So go look at that as well. Go look at how you could have entered in there. But those are two opportunities just on gold this morning while I was sleeping. I would usually be up at this candle here. This sort of candle I'd be on the chart for. So probably would have missed this one, but this situation here would have liked to have caught that. And then the re-entry point was once obviously price made a high, formed support on the 15-minute time frame, right? We have resistance, form support. This is also your high. Remember, when price makes a high, there's an 80% chance we're going to retest that. Next candle moves bullish to retest that level, and now we seem like we've rejected this area. Although we made a higher level of resistance, if we break this support, we know we're coming down back to this level here, because we were not respecting market structure. We would have needed a higher level of support to say that we're going to head up. We're not getting that. There's that opportunity now that potentially this candle here will continue this move down, but we'll have to see what's going on the 5-minute time frame, etc. That's just gold. I'll talk you through the potential GJ sells this morning, but I just want to take a look. Yeah, it seems like we're just breaking down over here on gold. So if gold makes a low, remember, if it pulls back to form some resistance, so understand the market structure right now on the 5-minute time frame. Understand what's going on. So we had a support over here, right? We had resistance. We had higher level of resistance, higher level of support, higher level of resistance, and now we're breaking down. We've broken past this level, we've broken past this level. If we make a low, let's say we make a low over here, we pull back, we form resistance, that's going to be a much better opportunity to sell it, to retest that low, and then continue down to the target, because then we would be disregarding market structure, and overall we could see price heading down. So maybe there's something we could give a go, but only if I see what I want to see print, right? I'm not just going to sell now, because, you know, the one time that you sell now, you'll see price pull back, and then you would have wished you waited for resistance. So just wait for resistance. If you get that, then happy days. If you don't, doesn't matter, because this isn't going to happen like this every single time. You're going to do this, I guarantee you about half the times it's going to pull back and create resistance to continue down. Only it does this when there's a lot of volume. So your first confirmation really for this sell was based on the market structure when we broke this minus support on the 5-minute. So somewhere over here was your opportunity to take it down to there. That was something I missed again, because so much going on the charts and whatnot. But from a structural perspective, that's a good opportunity to sell, right? Because if you're breaking support level, let's just look at this. So once this candle closed below support, and the next one whipped up and started breaking the low, I think that would have been a good opportunity to take it down to support. It's like 16 pips. Actually, no, the risk is too much for the reward. But I think below this level is going to be better. So we'll see. Quite clear rejections now. 1 hour is also pulling back. So it seems like we could pull back to this area over here. So I'm going to keep an eye on gold, but we'll come back to that in a minute. Let's go to pound yen. So pound yen's pulling back. Potentially, if we can create some support over here, would be the same, similar idea for you know, higher level of support, right? So again, what we're looking at on pound yen, the structure was bearish. right? The structure has been bearish in the short term. Not everyone's going, oh, it's not bearish, it's bullish. Yeah, I'm talking about in the short term. I'm talking about what I can see right now for my session. We can clearly see we've rejected the highs at 152.472. We made a lower resistance, a lower resistance, a lower resistance, and we made, let's just say this is a lower resistance. There was a short-term opportunity to sell to this 4-hour support. We've clearly reacted at this level. We've now pushed back up, broken market structure by breaking this resistance. So if we can, so this is now support, right? This is now S support. If we can create a higher level of support, understand that the market structure is now beginning to switch and change. Now that's where you'd want your MY session, your pre-MY volume, or you know, potentially London volume, because we've only just got into 8 AM now, to potentially continue this move up. And then you would expect to see us come up to next resistance, and then when we break that, you would again expect to see us moving up to the next resistance. So what are you looking for? Well, you're looking for these higher levels of support to give you that confirmation. So even if you wait for support above here, that's still going to give you confirmation to say that we should head up to the next level of resistance. It's the same aspect. Whenever you're looking for resistance to form, you're looking for to take it to the next level of support, which would have been here. Same again here to take it to here. Same again there, which would be to take it to there based on the information that we have left. But yeah, so I'll also talk about on the 4-hour the reason why you can clearly see that there was a sell pre-London. But again, I didn't take it because yeah, I got a little bit more sleep today, and then the computer was what do you call it, updating. But what we can clearly see on the 4-hour is that we made a resistance over here, and then we did the same thing over here. So once we created resistance and we closed below this support that we can see, it was fairly evident that we were coming down to next level of support, which was right here on the 4-hour time frame. So that would have been your sell basically from there to there, and you're done. You know, if you got a runner, fine. If not, you're getting stopped to break even. But that's your move right there. That's your market structure. That's what you're looking at. So yeah, it's the same thing that happened yesterday, right? Was it yesterday or was it Wednesday? Sorry, it was the same thing that happened on Wednesday. So what can we see again? Rejecting the highs, resistance created, lower resistance created, closure below support, continuation down to the next level of support. That was your trade. Same thing done over here. So it's about repetition, you know. But then what happened later on? We rejected that area, we pulled back, and we corrected, and we moved up. So what would we expect potentially if this 4-hour closes, let's say up over here? Let's say this 4-hour candle closes above 151.700. What would we expect? Well, we would expect probably a move up to 151.950 based on the 4-hour candles. What if this 4-hour candle closes back below? Well, then you could argue, okay, the next 4-hour we may see wick up a little bit and then actually start to drive down to fill this range, right? That's something that we can also think about and look at. So we'll have to wait and see. Go see what's going on in the smaller time frames, right? This area needs to be respected in order for price to continue moving up. That's a fact, right? If we stay below, if the 4-hour candle closes below, the 4-hour candle closes below this area, then it's going to be a very difficult situation. Ooh, gold, gold, gold. Yes. See, now the thing about this wick on gold is we've respected the support. So what do we want to see right now? Well, you'd want to see probably a bearish candle that does something like this to say, okay, the next one will continue us down to fill this wick and this range. You need a resistance to form. So I have to see about that one on gold. Let's wait for this 15-minute candle to close at this point. And for the, yeah, let's wait for the 15-minute candle to close to see what happens. But this would not be enough for me to like want to take a buy, you know. At this point, for me to want to take a buy, we need to see, so if this is support respected again, that's perfect, that's fine. But I want to see a higher level of support being created to tell me that we want to head back up and that we're not going to react to these levels. We're not going to want to react to, you know, maybe even these levels here. Right, we could start to see rejections here and then start looking to come down and fill in this range. So just kind of waiting here. Because remember, okay, if this is a liquidity grab on the 1 hour, right? So here's the thing, right? Understand what it is that you're looking at and all the different time frames, and build a picture. So if this is a liquidity grab on the 1 hour, and we're actually going to see this 1 hour kind of move up to fill the wick, what would I want to see on the 30-minute? Okay, well, I probably want to see this 30-minute candle close bullish, preferably above 1742, and then I can see price moving up to fill that wick. Okay, what would I want to see on the 15-minute? Well, first thing, we want to see this 15-minute respect the support, and then we want to see the next one maybe wick down and then start looking to break the high to continue moving back up. Okay, makes sense. What would I want to see on the 5-minute then? Well, we'd want to see the 5-minute obviously respecting the support, which is what we're seeing right now. That's perfectly fine, that's good. Now what do we want to see? Probably some form of pullback, and then see if we can create a higher level of support to tell me that we can now start to look to head back up again on gold. That is the type of thing that I'll be looking for. But I'm not going to buy it just because, you know, 1 5-minute candle. We need to wait for a little bit more confirmation here, because we don't really have a clear-cut direction. We have to wait for this 15-minute candle to close. Pound yen. Oh, GJ's come back below that area. So it looks like we're rejecting this area here on pound yen. Yeah, it looks like we've rejected the hourly resistance level. Yeah, that's why I said better buys are going to be above 0.800. If the 4-hour candle closes bearish, then we can see the next 4-hour candle fill this wick without a doubt. Oh, looks like gold is moving up. Let's take a look. 15-minute candle is trying to break the high over here. Let's look on the 5-minute. Oh yeah, looks like gold can continue moving up. Very, very... Yeah, I think we're going to need to see this 30-minute candle close above this level here at this point. But let's wait to see. Yeah, maybe even if we get a 5-minute close above here, maybe. We'll see. Yeah, maybe I want to see a high level support, but this area is definitely going to cause some problems. So let's wait to see how we react here, and then maybe if we can, you know, again create like a higher level of support at this level, I would expect it to break, and then we continue moving back up. So I'm going to keep that in the back of my mind. How do you develop this discipline? If you miss, you miss. Well, it is what it is, isn't it? Like, you know, you missed. You're late for your train. You know you miss your train. You know you're late to work. You miss you're late. That's it. Like it is what it is. You just have to accept it. You know, if you can't accept it, then you like, truth be told, you shouldn't be trading, because if you can't miss a move. Let me just explain to you why that is, because I don't want that to come across rude, but the thing is, you gotta understand, right? If I miss this goal buy, and then I'm like, man, I missed this, I want to get in, and I buy here and I lose, that's my fault. I missed the original entry. I didn't accept that because I'm still chasing it. You know, it's like you know, if you see a bus, you know, you see the bus driving off, right, and you chase that bus, and you miss that bus, now you got to go back to the bus stop to get the next one, right? Whereas you could have just said, I missed that bus, that's fine, I'm just going to sit here, patiently wait for the next one. That's the type of attitude you need towards trading. I've missed this opportunity, now what do I want to see for me to take a trade? If not, if I don't want to see anything, if I'm not liking anything, then just accept you've missed the move and move on. You know, that's that is part of trading. If you can't do that, then you'll constantly chase moves, you'll constantly chase money, you'll constantly chase, you'll get FOMO. You know, this is not the things that you want. I know that's probably not the best analogy, but you know, I give it a bit of example to you know, help you understand why these things. That's why this is important.
Yeah, I mean, for me, and probably a lot of other people, I mean, they end up missing a move previously, and then you take a trade and you lose. That's how you learn as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because you know, even if you want to take a move after, it's probably not going to work out.
Yeah, exactly. Or you think that because you've missed it, there's you know, you're scanning for the next opportunity, or you're scanning to see, can I get a later entry and catch what you think that you know, like for example, I missed this candle here and this push back up to this level here, right? Now if I was someone, I might say, okay, well, I'm gonna buy here because I want to try and catch the rest of this move up, but then we pull back to this level and I lose. I could have just waited patiently, see how we reacted, waited for a further support to form, and then take a buy. But no, because I missed this initial push up, I'm now trying to catch the leftovers. You know, I'm not being a lying, I'm being a hyena. You know, it's like, would you want to be the hyena? He waits for the lion to feed first, and then he tries to get the scraps. You know, he's not going to eat off the scraps. Most of the time, it's just bone. You want to find that, you know, you want to go and find your entry that's going to work for you. So we'll see how this 5-minute candle closes. It's closing above that area. It's pretty good. 15-minute candle. See, I want to particularly see a high level of support, but that's kind of what I want to see to give me clarification. If not, then I'm happy to miss this, you know. And then if I miss this, then I look back and I say, okay, what can I learn from this situation? Well, I can learn that maybe this 5-minute candle gave me that opportunity to take a buy, right? That's what I'm gonna look back and say. But if it doesn't do that, then I know that because I waited and stuck to what I want to see, that I built confidence. So we'll see how we, because if we create a support back above here, then I mean, that's going to be the best outcome, isn't it? You know, that's going to be the best situation for gold to continue moving up. Plus, I'm a little bit, you know, skeptical right now because don't want to take a buy on a 5-minute candle when we can clearly see 1, 2, 3, 4 30-minute candles have rejected above 1742. So what would I rather wait for? Well, imagine if this 30-minute candle closes above here, then what can I anticipate? Okay, let's see what's going on my smaller time frame. Let's see what happens there. Now let's take my trade. So we'll have to wait and see what happens here on gold, because we're in a little bit of a tight spot. Pound yen. Oh, GJ is just coming down. 4-hour candle is back where the London session moved down to. Anyway, how are you today, Salim?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Yes, I'm good, mate. I'm good, mate.
Nice.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling alright, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just not much really going on with GJ now because it's just consolidating.
Yeah. Yeah, it's in a bit of a difficult situation. I mean, good sells on pound yen would be below 151.350. That would make sense for pound yen to continue moving bearish.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that would be a good range. It's like a 30 pip range. However, that would be selling below this daily support. So we would actually need to see probably a resistance to form below that area for me to want to take a sell. Reason being is that, again, like I say, this is a daily support. We're in an uptrend. We know that, yes, we've rejected, we're coming down, but there's no guarantee to tell me that we're going to start breaking down below this level yet. As we look on the smaller time frames, 4 hours definitely creating structure to head down. But like I say, you know, we would need, probably the best situation would be some form of resistance below this level of support, because this is a strong level, right? We can see here previously how we've created support here, right? We can see how we've tapped into this area multiple times and rejected it. However, this 4 hour candle here, the one that's open right now, we tapped into it, we pulled all the way back to basically come up to make a higher wick, and then pulled all the way back down to this level. So we're probably going to see the next 4 hour candle do some form of retest of this kind of level here, but I think we even need to see it start breaking down below the lows, and then some form of minor resistance to form below this level to tell me that we should head down and then fill this wick over here. But that's going to be, I think it's going to be a little bit difficult for pound yen to do that today, being the fact that we're going to need volume to break through stronger levels. This is a strong level, right? We can see how we tapped into that level literally only yesterday and had that move up, right? So again, you know, we want to be a little bit cautious here. We may get a 4 hour wick down below and then start to drive up. So oh, sorry, yeah, we want to be a little bit cautious of this. But let's go back to gold, because I don't want to, so much going on. It's like oh, there we go. What's happening with gold? Oh, as you do. Okay, yeah, so it looks like gold should continue this move bullish. Yeah, it looks like missed the boat. I thought this candle was going to come down, maybe close bearish, give us like a support. But yeah, it's gold, man. That's what gold does. But hey, we may still form support, like, because I mean, if you think about it, right, we've got the last 5 minute candle of this 30 minute, and if the 30 minute candle can close above this area, and we're seeing a support form in the last 5 minutes of that 30 minute candle, let's just say over here, that could make sense for gold to head back up now at that point. So that's something I'm going to keep an eye on, right? But I need to see a bullish candle. Otherwise, I'm quite happy to let gold go. But yeah, this 5 minute candle definitely could continue to move up, but I think the better option is going to be to wait for the 30 minute candle to close, because then you would expect to continue up to maybe fill this wick and then continue on. Because look at the 1 hour now. It looks like this move down was a liquidity grab to now start heading up to fill that previous 1 hour wick. So I'm keeping that in mind as well. The other thing as well is coming into the last half an hour of the 4 hour. That's the other thing that I'm thinking about over here. So we'll see what kind of happens over here with gold. Right, come on guys, we've got 65 people and we've got 21 likes. Let's get those likes up. I said today, if anyone wants me to check any pairs, I'll take a look, but I ain't getting bombarded. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. That was supposed to be GU. Okay, I'll remove that. Yeah, I'm afraid we'll have to come back to GU. So let's wait to see how this 30 minute candle closes over here. We've got 2 minutes left. And then if the new 30 minute candle can create some support, understand what we're looking for here now. 30 minute closes above. Next one's going to wick down a little bit. And as we start moving up, we should see a support formed on the 5 minute. And then we can anticipate further upside at that point. But we need this 30 minute candle to close above this minor resistance. And then we can see price coming back up to like 1745. But like I say, we need this 30-minute candle to close above this area. So you can see the 5-minute. We need this 5-minute candle to close above this area where it's at right now. Gold now is a delicate situation. Yeah. I agree with that one. Right, we've got 30 seconds, 30-minute candles, trying to close above that area. Yeah, I think nice bullish candle formed over here. We could see the next one heading back up. So that's something I'm going to keep an eye on. But not breaking above the highs. I'm not looking to take a buy, break up the highs. I want to see this candle. I want to see a bullish candle form because we may get the next one come. We may see price come back below, and that would be the bottom wick on the 30-minute. So remember that. Oh, is it going to close above? Oh, we're closing back in the range. Gold, gold, gold. Yeah, see, this is a very difficult situation here on gold. Very, very, very difficult situation here on gold. Because now, yeah, we've got, yeah, it's not the best situation. Yeah, very, 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 very delicate situation now. I would put that. Okay, let's take a look at pound yen because we're coming into the 4-hour close. Oh, thank you very much for the subscription, Indigenous Queen. I like that name, but thank you very much for the subscription. Appreciate it. So we're gonna remove this yellow line because we don't need that now. Because we'll be looking for sells below that level. Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, we'll be looking for some form of resistance below 151.350. Oh, looks like gold's trying to move up. Yeah, gonna have to see how this 5-minute candle closes. I mean, the issue I have now is the 30-minute never actually closed above, but it did close bullish, which is good. So, I mean, at worst wait, I'm going to wait to see buys above 17.45 like I originally planned. But what I was looking at was the 30-minute. If it can close above this consolidation, we could see a break through that zone and then end up coming further bullish. But we're going to need confirmation for that. We're going to need serious confirmation for that. What would have been better is if we came down back into this area and then we see a 5-minute candle closing bullish back above, like a higher level of support form within this mid-range. It would probably give me better confidence, but yeah, we'll have to see. Yeah, it's not the best situation. If that 30-minute closed above, it'd have been a very, very much easier, better situation to be in. Here was my entry on GJ this morning. We're still bullish overall, but now I'm thinking we might head back to 151. Okay. Let's take a look at this chart for JN. Okay, so you took a pound yen buy on the break of the 1 hour high. Okay, rejection of 4 hour support. Waited for 1 hour 30 minute to break above. Saw this fib rejection. Don't need fibs. Okay, got my 11 pips. Anticipated break above 800 as London Open. Runners got stopped out. Okay, yeah, it's pretty good. I think it made sense. I think that made sense. Yeah, that's nice. Very nice. Very nice work.
See, the thing is with gold, like you've got the 1755 is a very strong resistance. Like
45, do you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you look on the 4 hour and you look on the 1 hour, like the price rejected that area multiple times.
Yeah.
I would say like to get a nice push to get like a nice trade on gold, probably you need like a lot more volume and to be able to like just break above.
Yeah. See, if this 30 minute had closed above, that would have been, I'd be in buys right now. But I'm just not trusting this situation based on the fact that 30 minute closed back in the range. I don't know whether this candle is wicking up first to come back in the range, because I needed that higher time frame confluence. The only thing is, yeah, it closed bullish, but it's still just ranging. The only thing that makes sense is the 1 hour still bullish and then could continue up to fill the wick. But see, I do like this close was a good situation, but it's the 30 minute that's completely like putting me off. But if that 30 minute closed above, I would be in buys right now. Yeah, I'd be in buys right now 100% for price to continue moving up. We'll see. HFX, do you think GU buy if candle closes above 1? Okay, let me get GU up. Let's get up pound GU. I said I'd take a look at pairs that people want. On Fridays I will do it, but not during the week. Okay, do you think a candle close above 1.39509? 1.39509. See, my issue with that is this area here. We've clearly rejected that area here. So, I mean, how much range have we got? I mean, you could be looking for potential buys to retest that level if we create a support, right? If we pull back to this area and we create a support, that could make sense. But you want to see something solid, because on the 5 minute time frame, still in short term bearish market structure. So yeah, I'd say it's going to be better above this area, because then you have a clean range, right? Remember where your ranges are. If you want to buy here, you have a 6-7 pip range before you can run into some problems. You buy above here, then you have this clean 28 pip range. So I think that's going to be better personally for buys on GU. Or wait for price to retrace, see if we can create some support, see if you can see bullish market structure forming on the 5 minute time frame, and then look to retest the highs and then go break even and see if we can push further on than that. So that's GU. Sorry. Oh, looks like gold came back. Yeah, see, this is what I just did not like, this 30 minute structure. It just did not make sense at this point. Well, right now it didn't anyway. Because now, technically speaking, if we break technically speaking, now if we break this support because we made a higher level of support, let's say we see a bearish candle close below that, then we're coming back down to this level. I mean, that's just how gold works. Did the same thing here. We broke this support, we come down to the next. It's the same situation. But I think gold, it's a little bit difficult now at this point. Right. How many likes we got? We got 32 likes. That's pretty good. Oh, so just for you guys, and obviously we were talking about this yesterday. So I spoke to Pacific Union. I mentioned about the promotion, and I just said, oh well, you know, you mentioned this promotion, and you need X amount. It's a very harsh promotion. So apparently they're actually bringing in a new promotion in April. Let me just see what he said. So he said that they're bringing a new promotion in April, and that they're looking to do, where did he say it? Bear with me. So they're doing a new promotion in April where you do no deposit and you get a free bonus. So that's what they reckon. So I just thought I'd let you guys know. But I'll take a look at that nearer the time. So yeah, if gold starts to break down below this support right over here, there's a potential short down to this support, but I'm not really looking for that. I'd rather wait for a buy confirmation. I think I'm gonna wait for buys above 1745 if I'm gonna take a buy at this point. It's gonna be the better option there. Right, pound yen, we should be coming up to the 4-hour candle close soon. Yeah, like 18 minutes. So that'll be pretty interesting. No problem. So gold can continue moving up. So I'm just reading here how they're talking about they literally want us to do all the social distancing and all this for like many months to come, even after all the vaccine and everything. Oh, it's just incredible.
Very logic.
Oh man.
Joke.
Sky News, eh? Sky News are a joke. Right, so pound yen. Still respecting this short-term bearish market structure. I definitely feel like we could see some further downside below 151.350. Just gonna wait to see how we react to this area on gold. But yeah, on a lighter note, if you want something really funny to watch, and I mean really funny, do you like Michael McIntyre?
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, so basically he used to do this show, right, called here, let me find it. Unexpected star of the show. Oh my god, it is the funniest thing I've ever seen, man. It's class. So basically what he does is they get everyone to go to like the Royal Theatre or whatever, and then there'll be like a family or something. This is all a setup. So basically the whole family will be there in the audience, and then they'll get their daughter or their son or whoever it is, and then they'll be like, oh, you know, you're gonna do this course thing, or you're doing this. So they basically make the whole theatre, they turn it into either like a cinema, or like the one I watched yesterday, they did like a BBC interview room. The other one they did was a hotel, and they get all these actors to pretend, and then Michael McIntyre's there like in his mouthpiece, in his like earpiece, talking to the actors, and he'd be like, oh, go ahead and do this or do that, and oh mate, it is so funny. And then you get to see their reaction at the end. So imagine, this girl, right, she was in this, she thought she was doing a BBC radio advert, so she's in this booth, right? They go through all this like wind up stuff, and then she gets in the booth, she puts the headphones on, and then they go to her, oh, can you please say these lines? So she goes, okay. So she goes, and the unexpected star is, and all the walls of the booth just drop, and the next thing you know, she's just standing there in front of thousands of people. She's like, oh my god, it is class reaction.
That's crazy.
Oh mate, it's funniest reaction I've seen in a while. That was really.
I've seen the singing one. Was that where the?
Yeah.
Is it the woman that's singing?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do the singing at the end.
One. Yeah.
Oh mate, it's quality. It's so funny.
I'll get something. I'll watch that. Write it down.
Oh yeah. Oh mate, that had me in tears last night. Absolutely had me in tears. Right, I think I'm gonna go make a drink in a minute. Thank you for the explanation on missing the trade. Yeah, no problem. See, I'm worried about gold right now. Gold could start pumping down, coming back down to like 1740, 500 at this point. Because think about it. We had resistance. We're now creating a lower resistance, but we're also respecting support, right? So what do we want to do? We want to see if we can break down below this support, and then you can see price coming down to this area. But that's probably not the best situation to put yourself in. The best situation is to maybe wait to see if we break above here to then continue pushing up. Right, yeah, I'm gonna go make a drink in literally a minute. I just have to do something real quick. Oh, looks like gold's gonna continue pumping up now after this candle closed, the further bullish candle. Yeah, I think gold's finally gonna do this move up over here. Yeah, this has all been a very difficult point for gold, though. I mean, to be completely honest, like the best situation was always going to be above 1745. This was all just mess. This has just caused a lot of aggro. But yeah, I think right over here could have been a. But anyway, I'm gonna go make a drink. Literally, give me like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. I'll be back. I want to see how the 4-hour candle closes on pound yen. That's pretty important. Because if we close bullish, then clearly we're rejecting this area, and then we could probably see next 4-hour candle moving up. If we close bearish or below this support, then I'm expecting maybe a continuation back down to this area and then further down, but we'll have to see. So yeah, give me a couple minutes, guys, and I'll be back. Also, make sure to drop a like on the stream. Let me get some more. We're gonna do some more analysis. So if you guys want any pairs to to look at or whatever, I have said I will. It's a Friday, I don't mind doing that. But obviously when the stream eventually gets like tons and tons of people, it's not gonna be viable. I'm not going through like check this, check that, check this, check that, check. I'm like whoa. So yeah, looks like gold's gonna continue moving bullish over here. Yeah, 1745 above is going to be the best situation. But actually, just kind of like looking back, this was pretty good, because I did say we needed a higher support over here. It's just that 30-minute closure. If the 30-minute closed above it, this really wouldn't have bothered me. But I mean, it was just such a it was a close in a sense that yeah, we could still move up, but now it's going to be a lot more difficult at that point. So okay, yeah, let's give me a couple minutes. I'll be back. Salim, Kelsey, you're in charge of moderation, as usual. Right, cool. Couple minutes. Okay, sorry about that, guys. We're back. Right, looks like gold is trying to continue moving up over here. Well, yeah, because the 30-minute candle ended up closing above that area. 15-minute candle also. Yeah, it's a little bit of a... Yeah, we're going to need to wait at this point above 1745. Did the 4-hour candle close on pound yen? I think it did, didn't it? So it closed a week bullish. Yeah, not sure about this situation over here. Because this is still an important level, and so is this area over here. But to be honest with you, on the 30-minute time frame, none of this is tradable until either below here or above here. So we're in this fat off range now, basically. So this may be where we just range for the day. In all seriousness, this may be where we just range at this point. So I have to see. Dig the Mario Kart music. Yeah, does sound a little bit like that, right? So yeah, looks like today's session is just, it's not the best situation at all. So this is a no trade range on pound yen. Because it's just a big fat off range on the 4-hour time frame. Like, I mean, there's potential upside if we create resistance here, you know, above, to head back up to like that 800 level, but for the most part, yeah, this is not a good situation. So yeah, so that's pound yen at the moment. We're in this no trade vicinity. Got gold. Yeah, I think we need to wait above 1745 like we've spoken about on gold. And then apart from that, there is nothing going on. So yeah, bit of a dead Friday, I suppose. Yeah, we're not going to be on the stream for much longer anyway at this point.
Yeah, to be fair, like, if you look on the daily on GJ, I mean, it's been a mess. It's been. If you just jump on the daily, Harrison.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll. So can you see like how we've had them 3 bearish candles closing like a week, bearish body candles, and then we've had the bullish candle, and that was a good bullish candle, and then the next one we broke the highs, but then we closed bearish, but then we closed like back into the range.
Yeah. And now we tapped into the lower range, and now we're just in the middle of it.
Yeah, so literally now it's just stuck in the big, I'd say, 4-hour consolidation. I mean, the best case scenario I really wanted to see from the start of the week is a further correction to around 150 area, because that's a strong level. And then obviously if we form support from there, then bullish momentum could play really well. But I guess it's just a strong level, really.
I mean,
especially it's coming end of the week as well. It's a bit messy, really.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at it now, like weekly is pulling back, daily is in this consolidation, 4 hours in consolidation. I don't see anything of substance here on pound yen today, really.
Like something odd, really, because we've had the interest rates yesterday for the pound, and we didn't see any, personally, I wasn't really satisfied with how much the volume moved, because usually you get the news and you get at least within 5-minute candle you get about 40-50 pips easily, just like how we did see on in February last time.
Yeah.
So we could say maybe they was not sure because they was waiting to see what the Bank of Japan was thinking to do about the rates. So maybe everyone was just holding off. And then obviously last night when the interest rates for Bank of Japan was released, there wasn't really much going on. It was just like a little spike, like 25 pips, and then it just stuck back in the range. So there's something that's holding, the volume to be like that with GJ, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because usually these two things, like the interest rate, especially for 2 major banks, central banks, they should be strong enough to
move the market,
break zones and close above or close below. So, it's tricky.
Yeah, no, 100% agree with you. I mean, yeah, we're either just gonna range here now, or I don't know what, but doesn't seem like we're gonna go very far.
But now looking at the weekly, how it's looking, it looks like it's just going to close with an indecisive candle, and is that like a sign of some sort of a further correction to the downside, or because usually when you see these big wicks and it's just indecisive, especially on a high time frame, it kind of gives you an indication that we could reject the upside. We've got the monthly resistance.
Yeah. Monthly resistance. Yeah. See, the thing is, based on the monthly, we're in this rejection area, right? This whole area above 15500 is a rejection area. But still. Let's see. But yeah, we'll see. right now, there's nothing really. It's moving back up to that level, but it's in that range. Gold is approaching 1745. So we'll have to see how we react there. Yeah, then we're gonna call it a day here soon anyway at this point. Gold's trying to move up. Pound yen, just range. Okay guys, yeah, then we're gonna call it a day in about probably on the close of this 30-minute candle. Just kind of ranging at this point now. Pound yen, gold is trying to move up above 1745, but we're gonna need to at least wait a little while longer here. Staying on gold though, it has potential after this mess. Yeah, I think, like I say, until we're above 1745, I think it's going to be very, very difficult on gold, because the 4-hour candle also closed below that area. So that means we're going to have to potentially sit through a whole bottom wick on gold. But we'll see. Okay. Right, we're gonna call it a day here today, I think, at this point. So pound yen is just ranging. Gold, I think those of you looking for further upside on gold, you're gonna need to wait, like we said, above 1745. And apart from that, it's the dead ass Friday. Just another Friday. Okay guys, we're gonna call it a day there today. Thank you very much for coming on the stream today. Drop a like on the stream if you've enjoyed today's live stream. So yeah, bit of a difficult situation on all the pairs, but I mean, it's Friday, man. What do you expect? You know, you can't be looking to come on and make your money on a Friday. Okay, so thanks very much everyone. Have a great weekend. See you, Salim. Yep, see you, Salim. Have a good weekend, mate. Thank you very much. Thanks everyone on the YouTube. We'll see you on Monday. We'll be back on Monday. Let's get it next week. Thanks guys. Take care. Have a great weekend.